What's up, people? What's up, people? I know I ain't posted in a minute, but I'm about to really quick post. I'm out here in the dang on what? 3:05. This is your brother Khan Muhammad on my vacation out here in Miami and whatnot. Man, a lot of good things out here. I mean, the trees, the beautiful scenery that's all around you. I've been to a few places that, I mean, some good places. The alligator tour, yep. And you know my thing, Mr. Khan Muhammad, I always gotta go to the hood, where all the black people at. That's one of the first things that I always go and do. Anytime that I go to any different place, other than Michigan, other than Detroit, I always gotta go to the hood. But I went to a few hoods. So I went to Little Havana, a beautiful place. A lot of Cuban and Latino culture. Man, I went through all the side streets. One thing that I did notice, everybody had fences. But I didn't see any kind of vacant lots, any kind of, anything like that. One thing I did see a lot of was Cuban pride, Let me show you this car. They got the Cuban pride right there. They got a lot of stuff with Cuban pride in it. So, I had to go to the black neighborhoods. So the black neighborhoods, let me see, Little Haiti. Went to that place, man. And then they call it's another place, I guess, close to downtown Miami. It's called over something. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, that's another black area that I went to. Man, and I think about these areas, man. And what can I can say about that? I went to this I went to the Haitian restaurant. Well, two Haitian restaurants. One Haitian restaurant was not. I didn't want to eat there. I don't want to put the name out. But it was another Haitian restaurant that was really nice. They had a really nice, like, kind of Afrocentric theme to it, Haitian theme to it. A nice outside bar where you could see people kind of mingling and whatnot. And they had an area where you can eat or wait for your food and come out. The Haitian food was beautiful. I think I ordered chicken fajita. It was on a lunch special. And that was beautiful. It was really colorful. The meat was nice. It was seasoned nice. But one thing I was thinking about was the area. The area, man, was highly populated with homeless people. Black homeless people, Afrocentric homeless people. And they was like laying around. It was really depressing. Real depressing. Another thing I seen was, a lot of abandoned buildings, a lot of buildings that was tore down or just not at all maintained at all. And that was in Little Haiti. And literally, I'm not even holding you up. It was the Little Haiti part. So this side of Little Haiti, you cross some train tracks and cross another street, like not a big street, but another street, and you was literally like in a tourist area that was engulfed in Latino. Now the whole surrounding area is literally engulfed Miami. You know what I'm saying? It's literally engulfed into Latino mixed, Latino Haitian, mixed cultures to the point where you can't even go to a store. And what's the machine say? It says type in your language setting, And it got like 4 or 5 languages on there. This is what the machine tells you when you go to check out. So, so I didn't like that when in the Little Haiti area. It wasn't bad, but just the overpopulation of black homeless people. Everybody that was begging for money and asked for money, in the middle of the streets in that area was black. Everybody. And so we went to another place. Well, I went to another place called Little City. It's like, or a little over city, close to downtown Miami. Heavily populated Afrocentric area. Like abandoned houses. It was mostly everything was congested. I mean, that's the whole city of Miami is always congested. But in these little segregated areas of Afrocentric people, it was highly compact. You had guys like out there that dope, selling, or flashing. But as far as the buildings go, it was like the buildings was abandoned, destroyed, or just vacant lots. And I asked myself, this city is very popular. I mean, everybody, all rappers that's Afrocentric coming out this city, they rap, making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. One thing in the Latino area, I did not see any kind of vacant lots. Mostly every home was full. Some parts of the Latino community was integrated, and some parts was Afrocentric people mixed in with Latino, so they was that's where you get that Latino, where it's like engulfing a lot of people who speak fluent in Spanish. So, but none of these towns or these little areas you didn't see no homeless people. You didn't see no vacant lots, no ran down lots, no ran down homes. The people that was building on homes, they was Latino. The restaurants, the owners was Latino. The store owners Latino. Everything was integrated Latino. But when you go to the Afrocentric areas, it wasn't all Latino. Now some places in Little Haiti was Afrocentric, but then some places wasn't. A lot of abandoned buildings. But my point of saying in this video is that all these rappers come out this dang on city. It shouldn't be nothing to give or build a little community or a house, a skilled trades in that community where you can put your own people in that little small community. Because in the Afrocentric communities, it was a lot of abandoned buildings, a lot of abandoned, just vacant lots to build in that community. Maybe 200,000, 500,000, but not even coming up to be $1 million or something like that. And then you could pay that off over a period of 5 years or something like that. So all these rappers coming out here, I don't understand why they do not invest in the community that they came from. They rap about the community, they make money off of the community that they came from, but they won't put money into the community that they came from. It's crazy, and this is going around all around America. So I'm not excluding Detroit rappers too. Y'all guys gotta get on y'all stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Invest in the community that you came out of, because that's the community that you're rapping about. That's the community that's giving you your money and everything. So it was really depressing. That part I did not like. All of the homeless people was older. So I don't know how that went. Like, when you're growing up, you're just like, hey, I want to be homeless. I seen one young homeless person, but what that tells you is that in the Afrocentric community, people are not learning skilled trades or how to survive. They just learning how to beg and ask for things. All right, people. This is Khan Muhammad checking out. I want to put that on y'all minds for y'all to think about. Peace and love.